Alright, everybody, welcome back to Where Winds Meet, and we're gonna talk about the update that happened yesterday. Now, if you don't know, or you're still kind of waiting, wondering what to do, we had the Marshall Temple World Boss called the Nameless General. I've already posted a video on it today, and we had one side story which unlocks this boss here. You go through a whole different thing. Oxide boss. There's no martial art that comes with doing the boss, but there's a new um, little tiny stand decoration thing that you can get from the station shop as well. Honestly, it's stupid. I don't think it's worth it. We're not going to talk about that yet. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. Um, I thought there'd be more story released because it was a big update. It was not really for story. So what was the update about? Well, I just showed you the Nameless General, and I showed you the boss thing. Unfortunately, I didn't record during the one boss for the side story, but we got a new outfit that you can buy flat out, which is called the Dragon Protector, which is really sick. The design is really sick. It's really cool and it's really fantastic. But the price is very, very steep. All right, 2,500 pearls. Well, 2,580. Uh, 2,580. If you wanted to be guaranteed getting it, that's $50. That's $50 and some change to get that outfit. Now, do I think that the outfit is cool? Yes, it is awesome. Is it $50 worth cool? No. No, it is not $50 worth cool. I'm sorry, but it's just not. If you want to buy it and if you can afford it and it's not going to break the bank, go ahead and buy it. It's cool. Good luck to you guys who can buy it. Fortunately, I can't justify it. All right. Aside from that, we got new outfits in the draw pool. We got the Ninetales Legacy. Unfortunately, I can't really see the mail thing, and we got Dancing Moonlight. So if we go to the shop, this is what the Ninetales Legacy outfit looks like. And this is the victory cutscene, which is really cool, if I'm being honest with you. I love everything about this outfit. It's so cool. All right, and that's the Ninetales Legacy. Again, it's I know there's a different name for it, but people call everything, kitsune, kitsune, you know, because that that way of calling nine-tailed spirits, is popular. I know in China and Korea they have a different name for it, but just to keep it simple, I'm gonna call it, a kitsune. You we got the moonlight dancing. This is just the hairstyle though, so unfortunately I can't show you guys everything. And of course this is like an alternative type thing, so not as, unique or ooh ah. And to be honest, this one is actually more glamour points than this one, which is weird. Because look how much stuff comes with this versus this. And then you got the what was it? The Dragon Guard, different hair color. I like the hair color. I like the hairstyle. I like that top ponytail. Pretty cool. Nothing new here. I could actually buy one of these. I'm gonna buy one of those because I need the pulls. And here I don't have anything new. Gonna draw because we're not gonna get. Oh, My bad. I didn't realize I was still on the thing. Gonna draw because we're not gonna get anything. But, you know, hopefully that live luck. Unfortunately not. Sucks, but it is what it is. Like I said, unfortunately I can't really see the whole outfit. It kind of looks just like a robe. Actually, I should be able to find it here. Hang on. Let me show you for you guys. No, that's the boat outfit. That's the regular white outfit. Waveborn, Ninetales Legacy. Since this one, Mr. Bloom, Snowfall, Snow. Where's a? I don't think I can find it, unfortunately. No. This is the new outfit for the Battle Pass, which I'm going to show you right now. Battle Pass. Standard Battle Pass, 20 for the extra 2 pulls, 10 for the 5, and the outfit unlocked, base cheap version. This is the outfit. In my opinion, I don't really like the Battle Pass outfits. They're cheap outfits, don't get me wrong, but like I don't like the whole hat thing and like how they're going. Me personally, I like armored things. I like badass armor like this. Also, we got stuff talking about Guild Wars. I haven't really gone into this thing, but like you can select different locations and stuff like that. So battle groups, the Kalang, I'm not gonna bother with correct pronunciation, is Asia and Oceania. Yunya is Europe and Africa, and Yongyu is North and South America. And that's just basically you're going to like confirm so you get the best connection for whatever you're fighting. Not gonna go into that too much. If we go to Red Boutique, you'll see in Guild Reputation there is a new outfit, the Golden Guard. It reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima's the Khan armor. Comes with the helmet and a cape once you get the points. And Resonating Melody, which is the regular standard pull banner. And these are for they're for the Guild Wars. They kind of give you like quicker, I guess, maneuverabilities into it. I'm not well versed on Guild Wars, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Events, we get the Jingyu martial arts games, and we get the Swallows Bond. I'm gonna talk about the Swallows Bond. So the Swallowtail Bond thing is basically there's going to be new and returning players, and you'll know them. You'll know if one is eligible for you to get points because if you're in a team with one, they will have a bird symbol on um, their like name, right? So it'll be like right on their name. It's very noticeable when you see it. So if you see one of those people and like you're say in a raid, and you collect energy, then you can start getting points from like this stuff, even if you don't bond specifically to a person, which you can do. There's a whole bunch of people to choose from who you can ask for and stuff like that. Jingyu martial arts games. There's a few things. Faster. You're basically just delivering old people to Mahjong. It's a racetrack where you avoid statues, otherwise you get knocked back and you try and get there as quickly as possible. Higher is a human ladder type mini game where you have to stack certain people up so high And then there's going to be a quick time event where you use your left stick to balance yourself back out into the green area so you don't fall over and lose balance. Stronger, you get certain things. I already cleared this dungeon. I don't know where the dungeon is, but I'd already cleared it. Chances are you've probably already cleared it too. If not, it probably shows you. And of course, these ones unlock later on. There's also the Path of Cautious, which everybody can do really easily. It's just 30 energy in total, which that's just one outpost. And of course, you're waiting as well. And then Together hasn't unlocked yet, and we get rewards for it. There's the Moonrise over River painting, standard pull currency, Peach Branch, new headpiece, bag of coins, inner way notes, a basket head called Hide and Seek, more of these inner ways that aren't available yet, uh, martial arts custom tips. Yeah, so everything from this headpiece down is not available right now. More inner ways and more Peach Branch. Now, my opinion, I feel kind of iffy because they didn't put in a gold banner. They usually put in one gold banner, as you know from the Liar's Bar event. We could select like one or two gold pools, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not incorporate gold pools, which really sucks in my opinion. So that's basically that's that. It's not very exciting. A lot's not very exciting. Now, if you're keeping track so far, it's like, yes, it's a lot of stuff that just came out, but also, was it worth the size of the update? You know, what was the rest of the stuff for the update? They've changed a lot with the game. And what do I mean by that? Well, before the update, if you were, say, interacting with something, you would just hit R2 once, like you tap it, and it would initiate whatever you're interacting with. Now, instead of hitting R2, you hold R2. So, for instance, this signpost, I have to hold it. It's no longer a tap, it's a hold. And then you read it. To interact with this dude, I have to hold, not tap anymore. Which, honestly, for certain things, it's better, but certain other things, it's not. So the part where it's not good, because you might be wondering, like, why is that a bad thing? Well, if you take the one raid boss, wandering paths, no, come on. You see, Orang Yang, I'm probably butchering that name, don't care. The one mechanic to our boss fight is to pick up barrels by interacting with them and moving them. Instead of tapping a barrel and picking it up, you have to hold it, and that takes longer time, so it makes the mechanics more stressful. Is it still doable? Absolutely. But is it more of a pain than it was before? Yes. It's a little bit of a pain, and honestly, I feel like it shouldn't be a hold for that thing. You could probably, I wonder, can you change it? Let me see my settings. Probably in game. Also, there's a weird glitch. Uh, so I had to go to story because the one boss, and every time I try and hit recommended, it goes back to story, and then like it puts the deflection. It says I'll try it again. Hit story, hit recommended. It goes back to story. If I hit expert, goes back. I don't understand. I don't understand. So unfortunately for right now, I'm stuck on story. Hopefully the devs kind of fix that. I'm gonna ignore this medical bounty hunt. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Guide settings, no. Combat targeting, no. Wouldn't be in that. Skill assist, no. Item usage, no. Can we? I have no idea what this is. What is this? After enabling the system interface support controller persons. No. So confirm cancel. Button layout management. It should be just tap. Function mode controller feedback. Adaptive trigger. I don't have the adaptive trigger thing turned on for my controller. I don't really see an option for it, so no. Also, side note, we have a boss dummy. So there's your training dummy. It came way too late. And there's also arena practice, which is the same thing, except you can just do your PvP rotation, I guess. There's that, which honestly isn't worth it. Like, in the beginning, it would have been so much better, but most players, they probably already got their rotations down. The only thing that's going to benefit is later on, when new weapons come out, that's when the thing's going to be really put to use. And for the new players or returning players that might need to freshen up their skills. Other than that, we already got our rotations down to what we like. Oh yeah. We got. Do I have one? Yes, I do. All right. So we got the shells. Now you can get gold, legendary, or purple shells. Now, these shells, you get them. The only way I know how you get them is by random chance. You're upgrading a piece of gear, and there's a chance that you can get one of these shells. If there's another way to get it, I don't know of it. So if you know of another way of getting these shells other than upgrading random pieces of your gear, please let me know. I would appreciate it. And it tunes tier 41 gear, guaranteed legendary for the next tune trait. How to get recycling gear of the same tier with initial affixes. So basically, kind of gives you like a legendary stat, but I heard from some people it doesn't give you the thing that you really want all the time. So there is that aspect of it. I don't know too much on it, so I'm not really gonna talk on the subject. But yeah, the one base is still closed. This isn't gonna open until like the 20th or so, around here, which is weird because they got this showing up, but you can't get to there because every time you try and get to there, the game forces you back because it's in the area that you cannot go to, which, in my opinion, is pretty dumb. Other changes that have happened is the tapping mausoleum. As you can see, big question mark, Flame of War. So basically, you can't do the one thing anymore. And what do I mean by that? So for tapping mausoleum, we have the sword trials, which were for breakthroughs. And then we had, let me actually go to the thing instead of doing it this way. We had path trials, which was helping us get more guaranteed tailored to our pathway, right? You can no longer go into path trial because the event has ended and it will start again February 5th. is what it looks like. Yeah, February 5th is about when it's going to be reopening. Season's coming to an end as well. A few other kind of things that I personally don't like. Like, I'm gonna be really honest with you. There's a lot of people who are seemingly like praising all the changes. A lot of the changes, in my opinion and my friends' opinions, of course, let me be clear, it's an opinion, so it may differ from you guys. It's not me just complaining, it's just more complicated than it needs to be. It used to be so much better when it was more simple. When you're in a party with somebody and, you know, the whole like page, instead of it being like quick to get out, you kind of have to hit circle and then X. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at the top person's statistics, and then you're going to be accidentally like put into the page where you can like everybody, which is now just pressing one square button instead of holding square. But you still have to press circle and then X again, which in my opinion is just more complicated than it needed to be. It's a niche, like a little tiny thing. It's a pet peeve, so it's not like, oh my god, the game's unplayable. Oh my god, they ruined the game. The game's so bad. Oh my god, everything's bad. No, it's just, I'm gonna nitpick a little bit, but like, how the system was laid out before was a lot more simple and it wasn't as complicated as it was. Also, my friends, two of them, now understand I'm saying only two of them, are experiencing crashes within the game again. So be wary that crashes are again prevalent throughout the game. I mean, it was always doing stuff, but you know, there was a time where it was kind of like under control and more manageable. You know, we had gotten to that point, and lately, at least today, we'll see about tomorrow. It's been more crash heavy, so be careful for that. You know. Other than that, there really isn't anything that came out. The big reason why it was such a big update file was probably because of all the interface changes and stuff like that. Um, there was some other stuff, you know, if you're private messaging someone, you can like kind of pin that to be your main thing. So like it's not going to be lost and buried under people requesting you to be a doctor or some other type things, you know. That thing that you pin as like your private message, that's going to be your top thing. There's new emojis. I'm going to show you guys them, or some of them. Over here, of course, they're duck themed. Sorry, goose themed, my bad. And yeah. As for sects, there's no new sects that I know that came out. Like I said, it was just mainly those things that came out. Nothing too crazy came out other than the one boss, side story, and the Nameless General. And if you give me a second, I'll show you guys everything, like where it is. So again, you're going to have a side story that takes you here. You're going to go through a whole entire quest line, and it's going to give you kind of like, the best way of describing it is like a boss rush mechanic. It has 3 phases, so you're going to be battling about like 3 bosses that you've previously battled in your past. So yeah, it's kind of just I mean, it's not terrible. It's just it's different. But the one thing I will say is I didn't like the boss fight for one reason, and that's because The ink, the black ink. If you've played against the boss, you'll understand. The black ink makes it hard sometimes to see attacks, and that's why I personally chose to lower the difficulty. And Nameless General is over here. Go through here, and as soon as you step into here, it's gonna start up. I've made a video of me fighting him, so if you want to check that out, you know, it's available. It's gonna be like the previous video before this one. Other than that, nothing's happened, and nothing will really happen until like give or take the 20th of January, around the 20th of January, somewhere around that time. Um, yeah, the new solo mode level's not gonna be until 13 days, and that's gonna be our level 80. Yeah, that's gonna be our level 80 cap. And also, like I said, the season's ending, so there'll be new stuff to come like next month or so. But yeah. There's it's I was expecting more story, but I guess they're like they shared the roadmap in the Discord, and I thought that the roadmap was like this is when things are going to release, and they're not doing it like that. They're like spreading things kind of out more, which is why when I had posted it initially, I said like things were subject to change and stuff. I had removed that post since things didn't come out how they did. But yeah, they're going to be spreading things out as like things go for this month. It's kind of yeah. Overall, I mean the update's okay. Was it worth the amount? No. And do I like the changes? Not really. I don't like how they've messed with the interface. That's my own personal thoughts, though. I know that other creators, some of them, I guess, genuinely like it. Some other players might genuinely like it. But other people, I think, on the internet are just kind of like glazing it to get clicks and views because it's like, oh, it's new, it's great, it's amazing, and really, it's actually kind of mediocre, and in some aspects, it's worse than how the game was before. I really enjoyed how the game played before this update. I don't like holding down that R2. Like I said, it's a small thing. I'm not saying it's like game changing, game breaking type thing. Oh my god, it's unplayable. It's just more trouble than it needs to be for certain aspects. We should be able to like change that, and I don't see a good way of changing it. But yeah, that's all that there is for this video. I know I'm not like other content creators where it's like they are able to do things like show this is what it looks like, this is what to experience and stuff like that. Uh, I'm more of like a verbal person, and like you kind of use your imagination or explain it my best. And that's because unfortunately I'm not as fortunate as other content creators, I guess, out there, and that's because I don't have a PC or like a good way of like editing. I'm on PS5 recording videos, and it's limited. So if you made it this far and you've stuck with me, you've watched other videos that I posted out, thank you very much. It means a lot, especially because I'm a small person on YouTube, you know. Even if you don't watch the full video, I still appreciate it. But yeah, tell me what you think about the new update. things you like, things you don't like. If you disagree with me, I implore you to be civil. But, you know, as long as you're civil, tell me why you disagree with me. And I'll tell you, like, I'm glad that you enjoy it, but it's not for me. So, yeah, catch you guys in the next one. If anything happens, anything changes, updates wise, you know, I'll talk about it and record a video. Till then, take care, stay safe, and I hope you all are enjoying Where Winds Meet or whatever game you're playing.